Hello again. Well, at least now we know how Keir Starmer's government actually feel about democracy. They think that it interferes with the smooth running of the country and that elections are no more than a pointless waste of time. I must admit that even though I have a very low opinion of the current administration, I find it shocking to hear a cabinet minister speak in this contemptuous way about the democratic process. So incidentally does the Electoral Commission, the official body charged with overseeing democracy in Britain. I shall return to this in a moment. As viewers know, many local authorities, mainly those run by Labour, have been asking the government to cancel elections because it's inconvenient to hold them just at the moment, what with Labour doing so badly in the polls. Maybe if they're delayed for a year or two, then things might change. These councils are being encouraged in this course of action by the local government minister, a fellow called Steve Reed. He has assured the local councils that they only need to ask and he will simply cancel the elections due to be held this coming May. His reason for this confirms the worst suspicions which some of us entertain about Starmer's government. Reed says that opposition parties, and I quote, want pointless elections. Labour wants to fix potholes. In other words, why disrupt the running of local government by holding elections and allowing people to vote? It will simply interfere with the smooth running of things and cause all sorts of fuss and bother. I need hardly, I suppose, point out that precisely the same argument could be advanced against general elections, that they would disrupt the running of the country and generate a lot of needless work. The two cases are exactly the same. This really is one of the most sinister things which I have ever heard a British cabinet say, that democracy itself is a nuisance and stops people getting on with the job of running things. The Electoral Commission feels the same way because they don't think that reorganising a few local authorities is sufficient reason for calling off the scheduled elections, which Steve Reed is in the process of doing. You see, to cancel those elections in accordance with the Local Government Act requires exceptional circumstances, but the Electoral Commission don't think that this means changing a few boundaries. They don't think that's really an exceptional circumstance. The real danger is that if the government gets away with it this time, then there's nothing to stop them trying to reorganise the boundaries of parliamentary constituencies and then claiming that it is necessary to delay or cancel a general election until this has been done. If they find democracy an irritating waste of time on a local level, what's to prevent them feeling that way about national elections? If they're allowed to go ahead with this year, then we are in effect signalling that we don't really care about democracy and are happy to see it sidelined or scrapped if it's getting in the way of good governance. I mean, if elections are, as the Minister for Local Government claims, going to prevent local authorities from fixing potholes, then surely we could say that a general election would interfere with the proper working of the government in Westminster, and that it would be more efficient to scrap that too, or at least delay it for a year or two. If we're not careful, we might start seeing democracy as some kind of luxury or vanity project which we can easily do without in the interest of getting things done more quickly. We all ought to be really worried about this.